Welcome everyone to the final episode of Planetary Fortress Master. In the last episode, we beat our nemesis Rocker 3 times in a row, and we achieved 5, 9, 7, 8 MMR. One more win could send it to 6k and make this the strongest challenge of all time. Don't ask me how we arrived there, but we did. Let's begin. All right, first game of the day is against Snake. All right, we have actually played against Snake a couple times before. I think I remember playing against him in speedrunning SE2. I'm not sure about Planetary Rush, but I know we played him against speedrunning SE2. Now, Zerg has definitely been the hardest matchup for PF for us. The last few times, I feel like we definitely struggled to get the PF up. We did still win some of those games, but it's been very hard. Now, is Snake gonna be ready? And what is the strongest version? Like, normally, I like experimenting, you know, and losing here and there doesn't really matter, of course. But now, this one win could send it into 6k MMR, and that would just be, I said it in the last episode, that would be one of the biggest achievements I ever done on the channel. Like, that would just be absolutely unbelievable. It will be the strongest challenge ever. Actually, at this point, it already is, which makes no sense for a Planetary Rush. I thought it was going to be the hardest challenge I ever done, but at this point, we're so high in MMR. I really want to get this final win. And even though it's not going to be the last game, I know we just need this one win to get 6k MMR. At least I think so. We might barely not get it for winning, but I definitely want to give it a try. I think I'm gonna go for Hellions. The Reaper strategy is good against top-level Zergs, better than the Hellions, but one thing I noticed, if people just spam Zerglings like crazy, without even thinking about the drone count, they will destroy the Reapers, because Reapers just can't kill infinite Zerglings. You know, it has a good ratio, a good efficiency, but you can't kill a million Zerglings with 6 Reapers, right? And with Hellions, I mean, a million Zerglings sounds a bit much, but 6 Hellions can do a lot of work. So I think I'm just going to go for that. I'm going to scout a little bit early as well. Let me try to keep in mind I'm scouting early. I always arrive at my opponent's base a little bit earlier, and then I get confused. Wait, we're being cheesed. Oh no, I scouted early. But now I try to imprint it in my brain so I actually know that, you know, his hatchery is not going to be quite as advanced as it normally would. Now, where am I going to put down the command center? First Overlord is here. Didn't seem to scout for a proxy rack. Now, I do have to say one thing about Snake. We played Snake in the speedrunning SE2 series, and he blind countered us really brutally. So it's possible that he's going to expect some kind of cheese. What that cheese is, I don't really know. Second Overlord is here. That's important to know. And the hatchery is actually late. I'm not psyching myself either. That is actually a late hatchery. So you can tell my opponent is actually preparing to defend the cheese. So with this SCV, I'm going to go slightly around. I fake my normal path. Oh, I don't need to wall this off, actually. Oh, that was actually a little bit faster than I expected, I have to be honest. But I'm going to make Hellions anyway, so it's no big deal. I'll just make... Oh, that's a lot of links. I think he might have been expecting a really hardcore cheese here, like something along the lines of maybe a proxy barracks. He was trying to counter that really harshly. What I'm gonna do here is I'm actually pretending to make something from this. I don't even need these Marines. I just wanted to think that we're playing quote-unquote normal, I guess. I mean, having a factory this early is not normal to begin with, but I guess we'll see. I think by the timing of the hatchery, he doesn't have Zergling speed. Now, it's a little bit risky to just assume that, but I think it's correct. I think by the timing of the hatchery, he didn't have a gas. So I'm just going to go out with the Hellion and even bring the Marines. Just to defend that, yeah, natural, I guess you could call it if I have to. Let's see. These 2 Marines can actually stay here. I think they can be guards. And I'm going to make my Ghost Academy. The Lynx have not found my command center, which is nice. There could be roaches on the way. In that case, we're going to get a pretty crazy dance where I try to defend with Ghost and try to attack him at the same time. Oh, perfect! We actually got a Creep Tower deny with just one Hellion. You're never supposed to get that. A second one? Couldn't quite get the second one. And this is the scary part of playing against a cheese like this, like he did. Well, it's not really a cheese, but you guys know what I mean. Where I can't really deny anything. He has too many units early on, so I couldn't deny the creep. And this is going to be scary. Oh, actually, I was thinking I don't have enough money for a depot, but I don't actually need one, of course, because I have the command center finishing up. Now, this one, I guess I'll just put it as close as possible. I can't put it that close. Let's see. Where is the third base? Third base is not here. My opponent is 100% expecting a cheese, and he's ready for one. He might actually go for roaches. I'm just going to try to put it down here and see how it goes. Maybe I can do some damage. Yes, 3 queens already, which is quite painful. I'm actually considering going for ghosts here. Or for cloak, rather. Obviously, I'm already making ghost. See, let's get to be a planetary. 4 queens are not gonna kill that. Let's see what he's making behind this. Slowlings. Could be roaches, actually, if he still doesn't have Zergling seed. 5 queens. You know what I think is going on here, guys? I think our opponent played without a gas for a really long. So he might not actually have Zergling speed, or he might not have roaches. And I think we're gonna have to expand behind this. I think without expansion, this is gonna be super tough. Now, as soon as my ghost arrive, I'm gonna... Was that Zergling speed? No, right? It's just creep. Yeah, as soon as my ghost arrive, I'll be able to start picking off these queens one by one. But we do have to expand behind this. Like, this is not the kind of game where we can finish it off. Let's just kill that one. Oh, he has extra gases. So either he's trying to catch up in gas, or he's trying to do something. Okay, roaches are already out. We need to be very careful now. I do have this anchor over here. Maybe it'll be smart for me to start making tanks for at-home defense. Because it could be totally a Nidus that we're going up against. Let's see. I have another ghost arriving, which is nice. I might have to get another gas there as well. See how many more queens can we get. We're gonna get that one. I feel like there's a Nidus coming. I'm really getting Nidus vibes here. I'm not sure if it's correct, but I guess we'll see. I'm actually gonna make a depot over there. A Nidus would obviously be quite devastating here. Let's see, can we get another queen? Yeah, we're gonna get another one there. That's nice. He's really losing a lot of queens. Oh, this is actually gonna be so scary though. Like, I know we're being Nidused. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do against him. I'm gonna play 2-1. 2 barracks and 1 factory. He's gonna make Ravagers now. That's interesting. If there's Ravagers, maybe he does not have the Nidus. I just hope my tank finishes in time, that if he pops down a Nidus, we can actually kill it. Let's see. You're gonna get another queen there. That's beautiful. No, that's a misclick. Don't want to... I might lose a single ghost to that, actually. That's very unfortunate. Good thing I have this Planetary light. This Planetary is gonna do so much damage here, by the way. Look at that Planetary just shelling on those roaches. That is beautiful. Actually, a crazy amount of damage. And I can just loop around here, guys. I can actually snipe this Ravager from the bottom. Look at that Planetary. Just doing an insane amount of damage, though. He's trying to break it. I actually have a mule. I'm gonna drop a mule here to repair it. Let's see how much damage I can do. Let's snipe it. Oh, I need to move it out of the way. Let's see. The mule is actually repairing quite well. And he lost so many units already. I'm not quite sure if it was good enough for us. But honestly, better than I expected. He lost basically his entire army to do that. Still very tight game though. Like, I'm really not sure if we're ahead or really far behind, or what the situation is. I don't know. Now, one thing I can say is that my army quality is pretty crazy. Like, I basically have tank ghosts on 2 bases, which is not an army composition you would normally have, obviously. I think I'm just gonna go for a starport. There's an overlord there. The fact that it's not an overseer makes me think there's no Nidus. I'm actually gonna make a turret. Let's see. Now, I'm quite surprised by how much work that Planetary actually did, by the way. That Planetary was freaking crazy. I'll do a snipe on that. Because he was really trying to get on top of the ghost and not allow me to snipe, but he just gave my Planetary quite literally maximum slash damage. I really love how I can actually use that mule to scout, by the way. Like, I've actually been checking for a 3rd base. He doesn't have a 3rd yet, and he also doesn't have upgrades. That is great. Now, the mule's about to expire. You know, that mule almost makes you think that you should launch mules instead of scans to scout if you're gonna do it, because that mule was very, very efficient. Now, we might be getting attacked here still just because of the lack of 3rd base, so I'm actually gonna make a bunker. I do think we have enough tanks, and if it's something like Mutalisks, I don't think we have to be scary, or I have to be scared, because I have all these ghosts ready that can just counter Mutalisks. And there we go, we are being attacked. I really think this is not the best choice by him, though. It's possible that he has a really big army, but keep in mind, 4 ghosts, I can basically snipe 4 Ravagers instantly. There we go. So he does have the lair. I mean, we honestly knew that. Would have been crazy if we didn't have a lair. He's morphing more and more Ravagers, so he really is going for a bust. Ravagers are very expensive. Unless he's gonna fall back. Let's see what he's gonna do. I mean, these ghosts are just gonna do everything for me, I think. I can maybe even move out of my base to snipe these. I think it could be a pretty decent idea. Let's get a 2nd engineering base. Okay. Oh, look. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, that's 3 Ravagers down instantly. That is just beautiful. And that's what the ghosts are super good at. And that's why morphing Ravagers is always going to be a little bit questionable, because Ravagers for ghosts are just an expensive roach. I always say that. Roaches die in 1 hit to snipes. So do Ravagers. Oh, we need to be careful with this, though, of course. Let's see. I don't think he's going to want to go for that, though. It seems way too crazy. Let's see. Maybe we can actually snipe these on the back end. That'd be beautiful. Can we get a snipe on? There we go. We're gonna get one of those, I think. Yeah, 1 Ravager down again. I mean, that's 100 every time. That's just dying for free. So that's obviously a super good trade. And I'm just gonna go into a more normal... I mean, yeah, I can't call this standard. I wanted to call it standard, but that just sounds ridiculous. I'm gonna go into a pretty standard game from here, okay? I can put it that way, I guess. Like, I know the game started pretty crazy, but from this point on, I'm just gonna go and transition to my 5 barracks. Maybe go for like an 8 barracks follow-up or something like that. He doesn't have that many units there, I have to say. Let's see. Does he have this base? He does have that. Ooh. Are we actually gonna be going up against Mutas? That is... I think I'm gonna have to fly this back. Okay, I'm gonna be smart here. I would love to just YOLO in. Swarmos it is. Huh. That is very interesting. I'm not quite sure if that's a good choice. It doesn't seem like it because I'm playing Bio. He might have been expecting that I was playing Mech here. But he's gonna lose the entire army. Keep in mind, guys, I have the Ghost on the flank. all these Ravagers are gonna die instantly pretty much. Let's just try to do a little bit of micro here. And then I can stim this army. I can actually cut him off with the Ghost in the Medivacs. Look at those Swarmos just getting stuck. That is absolutely beautiful. And I think he's gonna lose the last remaining part of the Swarmos. And my eco is gonna be even better than him. And I can't believe he decided to go for Swarmos. I was really thinking when I saw that many gases that it was surely gonna be Mutalisk. Now he did kill a lot of my tanks. We do have to admit that. That's pretty painful. And he's making Zerglings with no upgrades. I also have no upgrades yet, to be fair. I might be smarter for me to back off here. Like, he has basically no drones on that. I think it would be a really good choice for me to just chill back at home. I did make a lot of tech labs, which is a pretty big mistake. You don't really want to be making Marauders against Zergling-based styles. But I was kind of expecting him to go for, yeah, more roaches, basically. And maybe, okay, if he's chasing me, I could actually get some more snipes off. Let's see if I can get a free fight here. Okay, he's gonna go for this base. I haven't seen the Swarm Host. Yeah, I was gonna say, as long as I don't see the Swarm Host, I don't exactly know where he's gonna go. I need to keep the Swarm Host in check. Okay, let's get some snipes off. Oh, didn't actually get any. Should have boosted a Medivac forward to give me vision, I think. Keep it with 1-1. My army is gonna be super strong, basically. Okay, let's get some free snipes. My army is really big. Oh, he actually used the Swarm Host. Then I'm just gonna run away here. Let me make sure to pick up the Ghost. There we go. That Ghost is now not gonna die. And those Swarm Hosts are pretty much gonna be useless. Gonna go for a 4th command center. And I think now, honestly, I could probably go for this. Like, his army is small. He also needs to drone back up because he knows I have a 3rd base. There we go. The last of those locusts expiring. I don't have my 2-2 on the way yet, but I am ahead in upgrades anyway. Okay, let's see what I can do here. He did find my army. It could be scary to get wrapped up in some kind of base trade. So let me just rally into the main base. It does seem like he is going to go for a base trade here. Now he's deciding to come back after all. Is that Bailing speed? I'm not sure if I saw Bailings with speed there or if I imagined it. I guess both of those are pretty scary, because if I imagine that something's wrong with me, and if they are actually there, then they're gonna hurt. I do have enough Ghost, by the way, to just deal with the Locust. Now, Ghost actually do a lot of damage against Locust. He is coming in kind of disjointed. The Locusts are coming later. I got some snipes off on the Roaches, and my army is gonna stand strong, and he doesn't really have anything left when it comes to those Swarmos. They're all empty. They're gonna be on cooldown, and now I can go again. And especially if he's gonna use them one by one like that, they're never gonna be able to overpower me, and there we go. We have beaten Snake, and that's a bit of a revenge, because I know he beat me in speedrunning SC2 unit efficiently. It was absolutely amazing. 4,500 against 13.5k, and I'm glad we proved in the grand finale that Planetary Rush against Zerg was a good idea. I really hope we got 6k, but I'll tell you guys in the next game. Let's go. All right, game 2, here we go. There's no freaking way, dude. We're gonna be playing against Rocker again. And guys, look at the MMR 5997. We're actually gonna play against Rocker for our 6k. This is also our last chance I think we can get it, so we have to win this game. And I mean, the thing is, guys, in the last episode, part 1 of the grand finale, we played him 3 times in a row with the Planetary Rush. Can we beat him a 4th time in such a short time span? I don't know. I mean, I really hope so, because I want to get my freaking 6k MMR, you know? But let's be honest, guys, 507 is kind of 6k, right? Right, guys? Nah, I guess we'll see. I'm gonna have to do my absolute best. Oh, now I'm kind of nervous, just because I already did, like, every single version I have against him, so he knows all of them, and he's gonna counter me. And yeah, I don't even know. Like, what am I supposed to do, you know? I think I'm gonna have to go for my strongest version. And the version I'm the most confident in is probably going for the Reaper Cyclone, just because it gives me the most out micro potential. And it gives me a bunch of units to roam the map with and kind of deny his scout, protect my command center from being scouted. Ooh, we're going to be scouted very early ourselves. Let's see. Guess I'll just attack this probe for now. Always have to be careful over cannon rush. I've said it before. I'm going to say it every time I play against him. He does cannon rush sometimes, so I'm always very, very wary of that. Though it does seem like he stopped doing that against Terran, and about that I want to say that's good for him. Let's see, there's no pylon here. Yeah, there's no pylon. And it's just because cannon rush against Terran honestly sucks. So sometimes there's people that just really like cannon rushing, but realistically, you just shouldn't be doing that against Terran, because it really is pretty bad of a strategy against Terran. So that is actually good for him. I guess I'm going to wall off this base now. I'm going to check just if he has a Nexus real quick. He might follow my SCVs because he knows there is more Planetary Rush on the way. And then I guess we'll try to find a nice place that is far enough. I think I might actually want to make my command center in the middle of the map, even in the scouting pattern. Just because so far I don't remember him scouting at all. Oh, there's no Nexus. All right, we can already tell he's going for a different approach here. And I might also have to switch up my approach. Should I block that? Probably not. I think it's more likely that I actually want to know what he's doing. It's a really late Nexus, so this could be like a proxy Stargate, or maybe just a super fast Stargate at home. I'm actually not quite sure. Maybe I should scout around my base a little bit. Yeah, I'll scout around my base quickly. see what's going on. But in any case, he's going for a fast tech approach. Like, I would guess that a proxy Stargate is quite likely, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, I feel like this is probably the best spot for my command center. It's pretty hard to scout, and it's also at the same time, it's not really that far away. Now, my command center is going to be a little bit late just because I want to scout a little bit more thoroughly because of the double gas he has. Here we go. Command center is going to go down. And then we're going to start a couple Reapers. And it's also possible, in the last episode, I did gas block him. I did make a refinery over here to block his gas, so maybe that's why he took it early. Guess we're going to have to keep every option open. Gas is actually fully saturated. That's very nice. I'm not even sure if I pull out of gas. I probably should have, but I mean, this flow with this build is kind of nice, honestly, so I dig it. Let's see. So he went for a Stalker. Stalker is not usually what you build going for a Stargate, so that's one thing. Let's see. Where's the battery? Yeah, you can tell the battery is also a little bit delayed. Like, he really is focused on countering these planetary rush. What would you expect? Because this is quite literally the 5th time we play against him on the show, and three of those times were in the same episode, right? So let's get the engineering way up as well. So far, it seems like it's not a Stargate, which kind of confuses me, because if it's not a Stargate, I'm not quite sure what the double gas is for. I do still hope it's really not DTs, because DTs would be an absolute tragedy. Let's see. Also gonna pull SCVs with this version again. He has 1 battery, I believe. Not quite sure what else he has. Let's see. Maybe we can drain the battery a little bit already. Oh, it is 2 Stalkers up there. That's unfortunate. Kind of wish it was gonna be just 1 Stalker there and 1 in the main. That would have been nice. Yeah, I'm mostly just scared of Phoenixes, to be honest, because Phoenix could lift my Cyclone in range of the Stalkers, and then I'm screwed, you know? Okay, let's pull some more SCVs. Gonna go with 6. That seems like a decent amount. And yeah, Stalkers are really the thing that scares me the most. Let's see what it's gonna be. I'm even considering scanning, but scanning is pretty bad early on. Maybe I'll just go for a jump into the main, see what we're going up against. It's also possible he's just experimenting to find a thing that can deal with this a little bit easier. See, I haven't seen anything. Might actually be a proxy. So he's hiding something behind his mineral line. At this point, it's pretty obvious. So I'm just gonna click you over there and see what I can find. What is behind his mineral line? He's not hiding. Oh, he's proxying me. I guess that is the most realistic thing that we can find here. So I'm going to make a turret here. And then this is going to land right there. I'll make a turret next to it as well. And then he already activated the overcharge, actually. That's quite early. Let's see. Okay, we're going to be able to get this down. And then I'm going to attack him and throw grenades at the same time, trying to get my micro back and forth good enough. I'm doing a good amount of damage, and I'm also delaying him killing my planetary, which is the biggest point. And there's the DT, exactly. I predicted it. I knew it was going to be something like this. I might have to keep something at home, actually. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, let's get some more lock-ons. Keep in mind, he ran out of battery energy here. Okay, is it still alive? It is still alive. I could consider dropping another mule here as well. I'm actually going to drop the mule just to go for that. Let's see. Mule's going to go down. Okay, Planetary is about to finish, and I'm really happy that I correctly predicted it's going to be DTs. Oh my god, the Planetary is doing so much damage right now, just because he wanted to get some hits on the Cyclones. And now we're really close, and we have detection for the DTs, which is awesome. Let's get this extra SCV out, so I can start repairing this bad boy up as well. And now we're going to get some really good lock-ons. There you go. A lot of... oh, the Planetary did so much damage there as well. This one is going to go down. He did the overcharge, but the pylon died beforehand. And we're once again in a pretty decent position here. I don't think we have won this completely yet, because he does have blink as well, and this Cyclone is pretty low HP. He's gonna blink forward into planetary range. Oh no, that is a massive mistake. He's gonna lose that Stalker. He's probably gonna lose that Stalker as well, and there we freaking go. The battery overcharge is wasted. He made a DT Shrine that I really thought was gonna be a disaster for us, but I read him like a book. I know he has a Dark Shrine proxied somewhere on the map, and it looks like we are still gonna be able to do it here. The Planetary is doing so much damage. Look at that Planetary. He's gonna lose every Stalker for that, and that's where the Planetary is so good at. It does so much damage against clumps of units, and he keeps clumping up the Stalkers, trying to blink in. He's gonna lose all of his pros, and we have freaking done it. And ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest achievements of the entire YouTube channel has been reached. We got 6,000 MMR on the NA server with Planetary versus Grandmaster. It's very possible we're even top 10 Grandmaster. I did mention in the last episode that he was top 10. I checked the Grandmaster list. He was a little bit lower than that. He was about rank 20, I believe. But I think with reaching 6k, we might be top 10 Grandmaster and 6k in general, guys. I'm so freaking proud. This is awesome. This is the best Grand Finale I could have wished for. We're going to play one more game, but no one will be able to take my 6k achievement from me. Let's go. All right, game number 3. Couldn't have been against anyone else. And just like in the last episode, I'm pretty sure he played another game in between this queue, because I have been in the queue for 6 minutes. Now, I actually checked. And guys, this is freaking awesome. This is really the most awesome thing ever. We are the equivalent of rank 8 Grandmaster on NA. with Planetary Rush to get master. And obviously on EU, we would be quite a bit lower, but even then, even if NA is a little bit easier, I think that's such an amazing achievement. And it's also the reason why you have to be in queue for so long, because if you're rank 8 Grandmaster, there's not that many people you can queue against. So the final game on the entire show is going to be against Rocker. Rocker is one of the highlights of the channel, multiple times actually, and now we're going to play our final game against him. If we lose this, we will lose our 6k, but just so you guys know, because I care so much about this achievement, our MMR was 6,032 rank 8 Grandmaster. That was our peak. We could either win again here, excuse me, and get even higher, or we could lose it and we will still know 6,032. That is our peak. And that does indeed officially make it our highest MMR challenge ever. I didn't think he was going to beat 5.8 or maybe even 5.7. I thought we were probably going to get stuck at like 5.5 or so. But somehow, with provisional MMR, maybe we got lucky with our opponents, because honestly, Rocker has been playing very, how would I say, maybe like honorable. Like, he's not doing like an absolutely disgusting blind counter. Like, he's trying to actually beat it with his best. He's counting a little bit more, but that's it. So maybe we get lucky that we didn't get like brutally blind countered, or maybe he's not that good against a Planetary Rush, and that's fine. But still, achievement is an achievement. Sometimes we get less lucky, like in the Proxy Nexus Grand Finale. That was an absolute disaster compared to the Planetary Rush Grand Finale. But I guess we'll see. This is the absolute final game. I'm sure he's going to be honored to be the final challenger on the show as well. Now, I did have another idea for Planetary Rush beyond this series, by the way. At some point, I just wanted to do like a stream. Come over to my stream, by the way. I haven't streaming more these days, if you're feeling like it. But I had an idea of just doing like an Omega Planetary Rush marathon at some point. Like maybe in like a few weeks. I just Planetary Rush people for like 3 hours or something on the stream. And then upload like the highlights or something like that. I think that could be pretty awesome. Now, let's see. Once again, no Nexus. So he's going to do something similar to what he did last game. Now, I still think this approach was a little bit weird. Did these make sense? Ah, okay, here we go. After 5 times, it seems like he is sick of my freaking Planetary Rush. Now, I'm going to have to be a little bit smarter about this. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to eBay block his natural and go for a way later attack. And I'm going to do this because eBay blocking is really good against double gate expand. But how am I still going to Planetary Rush him? That's the question. I'm going to kill the probe here. He might not actually get his Nexus down like ever. Especially, okay, he got Stalkers. Then he's going to get it down at a somewhat decent time. Still going to be quite delayed, though. Now, I guess I'll just make Reapers and Cyclones as I have before. Or maybe I should go for tanks. The thing is, if he wants to expand, he is not going to have that many units later on. He's going to spike super hard and make a ton of units early. But then later on, he's not going to have that much. I'm very scared to put my command center down here, by the way. Like, this could be my downfall because he's going to have so many units. I think it's almost guaranteed he will find it. And now, after 5 games, he is going for a hard blind counter. Let's see if we can make one more miracle happen on the show. I'm going to go for my Cyclone strategy once again. Just because he's going to have so many units. I think going for tanks this time to switch it up would probably not be that smart, because you'll be able to outnumber. But maybe with the Cyclones, I can actually make some fast pickups and try to, you know, take it from there. Now, should I make the engineer? I was actually considering making a second barracks. I think it's not that smart. It's probably smarter if I go for a transition-based play, because my opponent's economy is also not the best. Keep that in mind, right? Like, my economy sucks, of course. But I think his might also suck, and that's perhaps more important. So the battery is finished. Let's try to get some free damage going. Try to get that Reaper out of the way. Okay, he's actually targeting the Reapers and not the Cyclone, so I haven't lost any hit points. I basically drained his entire battery for free there, just because he only targeted the Reapers, which is pretty nice. Now, I'm gonna pull a few SCVs. I wonder what tech is going behind this. I can only imagine he had a few more Stalkers in his main base. And let's see, guys. Here we go. I'm actually getting very excited for this because this is the true grand finale, the last game. Oh, that is a lot of freaking Stalkers, you know. Not quite sure if we can deal with that. There we got another lock-on. Let's see. Okay, he's not targeting the Cyclone, surprisingly. I'm trying to do my absolute best micro possible. I would say it was pretty decent, actually, there. And now here the SCVs have arrived. If he's still too far forward, maybe I can actually catch some of them off guard. Doesn't look like it, though. He definitely retreated to his battery already. I'm actually going to cancel my... my Reapers. Oh, he has so many freaking Stalkers, doesn't he, guys? He's probably gonna activate... Okay. He activated the battery overcharge instantly. And now, for the first time, I'm actually gonna back off because I don't think we can do anything against this under the battery. Also need to be really careful with the Cyclones because you could probably one-shot these. And then now the battery overcharge is over. I got a third Cyclone as well. We're going to go back in here. That's the plan. Let's throw some grenades. All right, let's see. Got a couple really good lock-ons there. He is going to lose a bunch of these Stalkers. There we go. Maybe 2. Okay, he's going to lose 2 Stalkers. Actually, he blinks forward and I think he has a few too many Stalkers. He might be overpowering me here. He did target the wrong Cyclone for a little bit, which is fantastic. Let's see if I can distract him enough, though. This is all I can do. The Planetary is on its way. His strategy was perfect. Oh, he has a Robo as well, guys. I think after 5 times, Rocker finally had enough of our annoying strategies and he countered us hard enough. I do have another Cyclone out here, though. I'm trying my best to repair this. If I was him, I would blink forward on this Cyclone. Maybe that's what gives my Planetary a lifeline. I'm gonna drop a Mule because that's all I can do. I need to save this Planetary at all costs. I guess I have to meta it. I guess so. It's too strong, the Planetary Rush. Are you kidding me? I mean, I take that as a compliment, to be honest. All right, there we go. GG, well played. And he was right. He blind countered us in the last episode, in the last game. And honestly, he deserved this win. I really think he played very honorable all these games. He didn't try a ridiculous blind counter in this game. Even here, double gate is not even that extreme, so honestly, I'm gonna give an applause to him. I know he was a bit salty before we made fun of him in the last few games. He was very nice. He didn't say anything bad to me, and he played some very cool games, so let's give some applause to him as well. And that's gonna be it for the challenge, guys. Planetary Rush, one of my best challenges ever, 30 episodes long. Let's see what rank we ended up in. So we probably lost about... Okay, we lost 78 MMR. That is quite a lot. I didn't expect to lose that much. 5954, it said. And we are going to end at rank 11, barely outside of the top 10. But remember, we got rank 8, 6030 MMR. Thank you guys so much for enjoying this challenge. Love you all for experiencing this me. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all for the next challenge. Adios.